Hi there! This video this week is most likely not that original for YouTube artists because this is my Inktober launch video. And if you don't know what Inktober is, it's a challenge that we do every October. This is created by Jack Parker. He created this many years ago. I think that was 2009. And it became very big in the artist community. So in October, the challenge is to draw drawing every day with ink. The goal of this challenge is to improve your ink skill, obviously. So, and if you notice, my first video on this channel was actually my first Inktober ever, and that was last year. So I completed it, which is cool. Last year, at least. I hope that I can complete it this year again. But let me show you first the tools that I'm going to use this year. I changed some things compared to last year. First, this is the material I'm going to use. Let me show you. This is a new sketchbook that I got. This is the handbook, and this is a landscape large. I purposely wanted this. I've seen this kind of sketchbook used by many people, and I was curious to try. The good thing about this is it's obviously landscape, and I could even do like a 2-page spread that makes it really wide but not that tall. So I think that it can actually bring some very interesting options. So that's what I'm going to use for Inktober. I will use it also after that for other things because there is 128 pages in here, so that's a lot more than what I need. But I'm going to start with Inktober in this one. So it should be good with ink. I've seen even some people do watercolor, but I am not going to use watercolor. So with that sketchbook, I'm going to use different kind of pens. Let me show you what they look like. First, I'm going to use this one, the Mangaka Flexible. I don't know if you see well. This is actually a hard end. Oh, I am not in front. Okay. This is actually a hard point, but it's also flexible. So this is kind of a closer to what is used to do calligraphy. And I actually think that I really like that. So let me show you. If I use it just normally, this is a regular pen, but I can do variation still, you know. I can do relatively thin and a lot larger, if you see. So that's actually pretty good. I like it. I'm gonna use the same one that I used last year, which is brush pen. Yep, this is a pen tool. I think many people use it. The only thing is, I'm even gonna use it for my first drawing that you're gonna see in this video, but I am not good with it. It's actually very hard for me to use. This is a brush pen, so the good thing is you can do very thin with using the point, and you can do very large using, if you put some pressure on it. Look, like if I use only the point, I can nearly do like very, very thin, and if I large, there you go. We have a bit of direction. But look, do you see what kind of difference you can have with that same one? This is actually pretty good, but with that point, with that brush pen, I am not really good with it. So I end up doing things that are a bit wobbly, that are larger than I wanted. But I guess that's why we are doing Inktober, right? That's try to improve. So I will still use this one. I also bought this. I actually have a hard time telling you which brand it is. I will look it up. I will write it in the description. But this one is a double end pen. This has a regular hard one end, point end. This is not as flexible as the other one. It is like a mechanical pen, I guess. It's always the same width on this side, but if you go on the other hand, it gets a bit larger. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I should just zoom in. So this is the first end. Again, this is a regular end. And the other side is a brush pen. So like the one that I just showed you, with this one you can do very thin and a lot larger. If you notice though, it is not as, in my opinion, if I'm going to use a brush pen, I would tend to use this one. But I wanted to try this because I have such difficulties using the first one, the pen tool that I showed you, that I figured that maybe I should try another one and see if it helps me, if I handle it better. So we'll see. I'll try it. And I'm gonna use a regular dip pen with ink. So I actually really like the dip pen. I really do, because it's very crisp and very clean line that I enjoy, and also very thin with that end. But it's also very time consuming because those are little, very small lines, very thin lines. But I really like the effect. I actually really like the effect it gave me last year, because I used it in some of my drawing last year. So I will use it again. And I will still most likely use my white gel pen, because I really like highlights and it's very useful sometimes. So this is it. So that's mostly what I am gonna use. I think I would like to avoid to sketch before, but I think I will, either using regular pen tools or mechanical pencils, because I actually really like mechanical pencils. But so we will see. But those are the ink tools that I'm going to use for this year. Also, compared to last year, I am gonna try to follow the official prompts from Jack Parker. I think it might help me to not feel as overwhelmed and have some ideas. So with that, let's go into my cover for Inktober 2017. So for this cover, that's actually not a great drawing, but that's good, because that's how I hopefully will improve. I just wanted to do my character. Last year she was laying on her belly with the cat on her shoulder and trying to draw. This year she's sitting, trying to draw still, and she has a little kitty around, because I still have my 5 cats. But she just changes position, and so I use that brush pen to try to do it. And I mean, overall it's okay, but I am really bad at it. I ended up doing like the eye far too thick, and oh well. I mean, I just need practice with it, so hopefully this Inktober will make me a bit better with it. And that's mostly it. I did draw the little logo, and I tried to do some shading. I mean, very basic. I am so bad at shading that I hope I actually will do better. And I will try to work on that this year. But that's about it. A very simple one, and she's thinking about nearly everything. So that's a very simple illustration, but that's my cover for this year, and let's hope it goes well. Thank you for your time, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.